Salmon is so versatile. You truly can do a million different things with it. In this episode, I'm gonna show you guys how to take your salmon game to the next level. CJ is just as excited as all of you at home. I can sense the excitement. I feel it.
You don't have to feel it. I'm not eating this crap.
You haven't... I never.
I have never.
This is a really fun one. We're gonna do some fun things with broccoli and potatoes, but let us not talk anymore. Let us ding it and bring it. CJ Frazier.
Yes, sir.
Let's get our salmon on.
Oh, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
You do that, we'll do this.
Okay.
I have two beautiful little salmon fillets right here. Actually, can we come for 1 second?
Oh.
So I was in culinary school and I had this fantastic chef, Corky Clark, Culinary Institute of America.
Corky Clark?
Corky Clark. He was an old Navy chef.
Uh-huh.
So I would have been 18, 17, almost 18. I was young, going into culinary school. First year, I was in fish kitchen and he kept calling it a fillet. Someone else called it a fillet, and he goes, fillet is beef, fillet is fish. Say it again wrong in this kitchen, I'm throwing you out. And I'm like, what? This guy's gotta be joking.
Was he
Wasn't
serious?
joking. So to this day, it's a fillet.
No. Wow.
Fillet is beef, fillet is fish.
I don't like fillets.
Are we starting off nerdy?
Yeah.
We're nerding out from the beginning.
Right from
Let's
the
get
start.
to cooking, less talking, more
Okay.
cooking. Before I get to my beautiful salmon fillets, let's talk about some of our prep for our potato. This is gonna be one of our side dishes.
Okay.
Now this is something fun I like to do. I'm just taking very thin slices. I mean, this is not as thin as a potato chip, obviously, but much thinner than if you were gonna be just cooking potatoes in any other way. Am I being nondescript?
Very non-descriptive.
Yeah, there
so
we
this
go.
is the way you cut it if you don't want to cut it for another way, but you could cut it this way if you want to cut it for a
And if you
way.
wanted to cut it a different way, don't. For
This is the
yeah.
way. This is the way. That's the first.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Bring it for me. Ring it for me. First Mando quote.
That's good.
That was good. Vinny's gonna appreciate that one. He is a Mandalorian fan just
Is
like
he a
I
nut?
am.
Mandalorian nut?
Yeah, he is.
Basically, we just want these to be this beautiful little fan, nice and thin. Man, look at my even cuts.
That is
Does that make you
quite an even cut.
quite even?
That's with a nice knife. A nice
before
knife will do that.
Oh yeah, hey, Kelly Dewey, Bonafide Knives.
Boom.
Here's looking at you, kid.
He's looking at you, kid.
I've got my griddle. Let's crank him up to medium high. I had it
Okay.
preheating on low. I'm gonna add a good bit of oil. Probably a little bit more than I'm used to adding or for other cooks because I want the potatoes to kind of sit in there and
So it's kind of like a shallow fry.
kind of like a shallow fry,
Okay.
but not totally a shallow fry. Here we go. We're gonna go with our potatoes, buddy. So we're gonna just take all of these with us and we're gonna put them down just like this.
Okay.
Yeah, those bubbles. That's what we want. Can you see that, Ethan? Real close. It's beautiful little bubbles. So what we're doing is we're creating something between a little cooked potato and a potato chip. We're getting that beautiful caramelization. So let's do a few more just so we can have them to snack on. You could take these, whoa, almost lost one. Take it easy. You could take these a little farther and make them into like potato chips, but that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna hit that with just a bit of salt and some pepper and a bit of garlic powder. You don't have to go too much, just a bit. Those are gonna take, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes or so. So while those are cooking on the first side, I'm gonna grab my salmon. Let's talk about one of my favorite seasonings. That is this beautiful, can I show this to you, buddy?
Yes, you
ground ginger. Do you use ground ginger often?
I've only used it a couple different times, and honestly, I only used it because you're like, hey, I think this could be really good, and I agreed with you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So to my salmon, I'm gonna add just a bit of oil, and then we're gonna go with some garlic and some ground ginger. Now, you don't wanna add too much oil. Something else I like about oiling your protein off of the griddle versus adding a ton to the griddle is we're not risking over oiling, which is nice. Plus, salmon has a ton of beautiful fat in it already, so we don't need a ton.
Surprised you didn't know that.
It's pretty, you know.
Surprised you didn't know that.
So I'm gonna go with some of that ground ginger. Now this stuff is fairly flavorful, potent, if you will, so we're not gonna go overboard. We just want a nice little coating to get that beautiful little crust. We're also gonna add some garlic. Now the garlic and the ginger together are gonna give us this fantastic flavor. We're gonna finish by hitting that with just a bit of salt and pepper. Now you wanna make sure to do this to both sides so we get an even coating of flavor all around our beautiful piece of fish.
You want flavor on all sides, always.
You do on your fish, right?
That's how I prefer my fish.
I should have mentioned it before I seasoned it all the way, but we do have a skin side and a non-skin side. So this side of the fish, I don't know if you can see right there, Ethan, that flatter side where you can see, just everyone's waiting on Ethan.
Whenever you're ready, Ethan.
Whenever you're ready. So this flat side would have been where the skin was now removed. This is the non-skin side. So our presentation side will not be skin side, but it will be the opposite side. So we definitely want to put this side down first. So, and check this guy out. Yeah, so this is our presentation side. You always want to start the cooking process on your presentation side. But for now, let's talk about our glaze, because this one's really, really simple. Just a few simple ingredients, which I'm sure you've all seen before. CJ, we talk about tamari, right?
All the time. It's basically a daily conversation with you and I.
Man.
We talk about sports, we talk about the weather, and we talk about our common knowledge of tamari.
Yeah. Do you know the difference between tamari and soy sauce? Check it out, buddy. So this tamari, it's usually right next to your traditional soy sauce that you find in the grocery store. One of the main differences is tamari has little to no wheat, making it a gluten-free option. Gluten-free! I knew it! That was good. That was good. So tamari is going to be where we get most of our saltiness for our glaze. So let's go down with a few tablespoons of that. We're also going to use some ponzu. Ponzu, CJ, are you familiar with ponzu?
I am. I have cooked with ponzu, and
ponzu
it is
really,
delightful.
really fun. Think of it like not as salty as soy, but it's got a bit of citrus in there.
Yeah, I use that in my teriyaki.
Oh, it's delicious.
Pineapple sliders. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that debacle?
We're also going with a bit of sesame oil. Now, last but not least, good old Bruce Mitchell Swamp Honey.
Oh.
My boy Bruce.
Dude.
I can't wait to go hang out with you again. We need to get back to the swamp. Bruce.
When we go, I fast.
He makes amazing food.
Dude, he's actually wanting to go get giant frogs from the swamp. And Nutria. Which, if people don't know, it's a rouse. It's a rat of unusual size.
Yeah.
What about the ROUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
All right, so we're just mixing that together, and that's pretty much it for our glaze. Now the honey, the tamari, and that ponzu we're gonna reduce once it hits our fish later. It's gonna get this beautiful, deep, rich amber color. Hey, let's check out our potatoes. Beautiful, deep. Did you seriously?
I didn't do anything. Oh, dang it.
You.
You're about to have to do the electric slide.
See how we're doing. Oh yeah, check this out, buddy. So we've got that golden crisp on those potatoes. Now again, this is gonna be somewhere between just like a regular griddled potato and a potato chip. So we're gonna have some really great texture. These are looking awesome. Might hit those with a touch more oil, but I'm liking where this is.
Good color, man.
Yeah, this is really fun, right? I mean, you can see how they're kind of holding their structural integrity. It's like a chip. It's a beautiful little chip.
Say it one more time.
It's a chip.
Chip.
Okay, I'm gonna slide these off to the side just a bit, give myself some space for my salmon. Now let's give this a quick little scrape here. Get a nice clean cooking surface. I like that. So I'm gonna go with some oil here. I like to use olive oil. I think Todd does a mix of veg and olive oil or something. Now remember, CJ, come here real quick. Presentation side goes down first. So we're gonna go with our presentation side. There we go. That's what we want. We want to see bubbles instantly. All right, now we're not gonna add our glaze until these are almost done because we don't want those sugars to burn. And they will. Got a little bit of oil here. I'm gonna go down with my broccoli. I'm gonna hit this with just a bit of salt and pepper. And you wanna dome it?
Yeah.
We're gonna add some water and a dome and let those steam as our potatoes finish, as our salmon finishes. We're about ready to eat.
Okay.
Quick one, right? It's
Sweet.
a quick one.
I love quick ones.
All right. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Sounds good. Oh.
What'd you
First.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
There we go.
While that is cooking, let's talk about our garnish. Today I've got some green onion. You know there's two parts of a green onion.
I do. I've
A
been on this side of the camera for a few days.
So I'm going to focus mostly on this center section into the white because I do want some of the color and some of that crunch, but I also want some of that vibrant green onion flavor. And that'll do it. Just need a touch. Nice and thin. Let's go check on our salmon. It's only been about 2 minutes or so. You don't need a ton of time on salmon. You know, it doesn't have to be cooked well done. Let's give her a go. See how we're looking here. Oh, beautiful. That's what we want. That beautiful crust. All right. Now, on our flip, let's check our potatoes too. Let's give these a flip. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Starting to get that nice crispy edge.
That's exactly what we want. We're going to let this go on the other side for just a touch. Look at those. Those are gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Give me some ketchup and we're ready to go, man.
Can't take this guy anywhere. You can stack them up if you want a little bit. You can kind of steam them on themselves. Let's check on our broccoli. So we're looking. Oh, yeah. There's a little toss. Let me feel here. Yeah, we can go a touch longer. Let's add a bit more water and we'll steam. Just a touch longer. All right, now that little sauce we made earlier. Now remember, we put a good bit of honey, so when we go back over to the salmon, it will start to reduce, it will start to caramelize, and if you're not careful, you can pull CJ Fraser and burn it. What? 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 So can you see, it's very, very thin, so we don't want to just dump it all on there. I might do this in 2 batches. Here we go.
Idea.
We're going to go one at a time. Let's just do a little bit. It's going to drape over the sides. Oh, beautiful. You're going to smell that tamari and that honey right away. I'm going to reserve the rest of it for just a second. Oh, wow. Can you smell that, buddy?
Oh, yes, there I can.
Oh, yeah. Use your spatula. Kind of keep it on there. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. If you wanted, you could, once it starts reducing, flip it over and get some of that color and that flavor onto the top side as well. And bring it back. See how it just got real rich in color? Mm-hmm. Let's do that back here. I know. Oh no!
Oh,
scraping my flavor.
Idiot.
What an idiot!
Feeling good about that. Here we go. Bring it back. Yeah, look how much darker and richer that color is. Crazy, right? Now I'm going to go with the rest of it. And now we're going to move kind of quick. Here we go. The rest of it. And let that cruise. Here we go, CJ. I'm grabbing some Thai chili sauce. And we're going to go right over our broccoli. This stuff is really fantastic, loaded with flavor. So all we have is salt and pepper and some Thai chili on our broccoli. Let's give that a toss. And just kind of coat it.
All right.
Like this?
I do like that.
Yeah? All right, now we got to cruise real quick because we don't want our salmon to burn. Look how it gets all glazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? All right, here we go. I'm going to pull my salmon off because I don't want it to sit in that burnt honey. So I'm pulling this right over here next to my salmon. Those will finish cooking in that ambient heat. There we go, but check it out right here. This is what we were talking about. You see this right here, buddy?
Yep.
That is no bueno anymore. We literally had about 60 seconds of Flavor Town, and now we don't want it touching anything because that's burnt ingredients. We don't want that.
All right.
So, turn your heat off because we are done, and we can clean this guy up. One of my favorite parts of the Blackstone. How easy is that, buddy?
That was so easy.
It was so easy.
Just 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're looking good. Time to plate.
Okay.
Shall we? I'm going to take, there it is, a beautiful little plate right here. You can stay here if you want. I'm going to bring all of my potatoes to you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, so let's start. We're going to talk about plate architecture here. So I made these beautiful thin little cuts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take advantage of the shapes that we've created. Whew, those are warm.
Yeah, they are.
Just like that. Now this is going to be kind of the base of our presentation. And we'll go with our broccoli right behind and on top.
Well,
and that little sweet glaze on the broccoli,
man,
it's going to be really, really nice.
I'm getting excited.
Are you?
Well, just for the presentation, but I'm not going to eat any of that.
All right, and then our salmon right on top. Just like that. Now we got a little bit of height. We have some color. It's looking beautiful. I'm gonna do one last little thing, bud.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scoot this over. So we have a little bit of that tamari honey action. I'm gonna throw a bit of my Thai chili in here. We're gonna make a little finishing sauce. Just a bit. I wanna increase the viscosity so it's a nice drizzly sauce. Yeah, that looks good. Just to give us some sheen, a little added touch of sweetness. I like how this is looking. Here we go, bud. I'm gonna take a spoon. I'm gonna go right over the top and let it hit that white plate a little bit too. It just looks really stunning. How do you feel about that, man?
I'm feeling pretty excited.
Then we're gonna go with our green onion. Let's go right here in the middle, let it fall where it falls. And the last finishing touch, I like to use a bit of sesame seed. Come on, I know you're not a fan of salmon. However, you would be missing out if you didn't try this.
Well, I hate to miss out.
Ethan, will you try it?
But I'm going to.
Yeah.
All right, Ethan's gonna try it.
Okay.
Salmon is so good, you're missing out. Let's take a little bite here. Oh yeah,
That's
so
it.
good. Here we go. Ethan.
Thank you. Yes. Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
So
Alright, Ethan.
simple, so delicious.
Do us a
dang.
favor and not lie about it.
Look, I'm gonna turn this plate to you, CJ, so you can see it while Ethan is enjoying this craziness. Look how crazy juicy. It's so good. Very, very delicate too. I mean, this is a great
Ethan,
date
did you
night
actually
meal.
like it?
Yeah.
Oh, potato. Check this out. So, remember we talked it's somewhere between a chip and kind of a baked potato? So we still got a lot of texture. Crispy, crunchy on the edges. So nice and soft on the inside. Simple. Crazy simple, right?
It's a winner.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what
really
I
not
hear.
going to try it.
No, I'm not going to try
You're
it.
really not going to try it.
Really not going to try it.
Please.
Nope.
Ream
Nope.
him in the comments.
Or yeah, you can
Down
do that
below.
if you want.
Call CJ every name you can possibly think of.
Whoa!
It's too far?
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Just call them, appropriately
Bad
messed up
names.
This is a really fun one. For all of you salmon lovers out there, give this one a try. Delicate flavors, really simple, easy technique, and really stunning plate presentation. This is fun for a date night or light weekday meal.
Or not.
If you guys want this recipe and a ton more, go to blackstoneproducts.com. Don't forget to check out CJ's first cooking show, where there's probably Fritos on everything. Check out Betty's show, Family Style. Check out Todd Tobin's show. But this is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we help you become a better cook.
One
Recipe
at a time.
I broke
Oh,
it.
you
I
broke
broke
it
it
again.
Thanks. See you guys in the next video.